I just went on my third paranormal investigation trying to prove ghosts are real, even though I don't have an iota of faith in them. I just desperately want irrefutable proof of anything even remotely paranormal or unexplainable. So, for the last 6 months, I've been doing ghost hunts and investigations using all of the top-of-the-line ghost hunting equipment. I've studied up on all of the proper techniques. I've done the proper techniques. I've broken every rule in the book, just trying to elicit any kind of demonic, ghostly, any kind at all, anything spiritual, just to see if I can finally have some kind of experience and prove that this stuff is real. I'm like Crocker with fairy godparents, except I don't believe it. I'm trying actively to prove it, yet I just think it's a load of baloney. So, we went on a ghost hunt last week to a haunted Masonic temple. I'm talking Freemasons here. One of the biggest, mysterious organizations with tons of conspiracies surrounding it. We actually got permission to go to one of their temples, which has numerous reports of paranormal shit out the wazoo, in order to find some paranormal proof. And this is to any ghosts or spirits that might be watching this video. I'm not trying to hunt you. I'm not coming in there with the vacuum like fucking Luigi or something. I just want to know you're out there. Move a chair, throw a plate, something at all. Jesus Christ. I'm not here to try and perform an exorcism or anything. I just want to know that you're there. Why are you so fucking shy and weak? Anyway, the full ghost hunt is up on the other channel right now if you want to watch the whole investigation in its entirety. I'll put a link to it in the description so you can check that out. I'll show you some clips here with some of the bigger moments of the investigation, I suppose, and then I'm going to give you some thoughts on a couple things, especially Ouija boards.
You can see the two people who died in this house.
They used to live in it till they died.
Yep, and they still live in it as ghosts.
Yeah, at least they would if I believed in them.
Annie?
You can't see it! Oh, yeah, you can. It's like a ghost story.
This is
JP.
John.
Yeah, Annie and John.
Annie and John. If you look in this is taken in 1402.
Yeah. No, well.
Nice picture of the house. Look right there.
Oh!
Yeah, back up
The
a
hash
little bit.
slinging.
Supposedly that's Annie.
Yeah, that's Annie.
2 years after she died.
So.
Is when this picture was taken.
Let me take a good look at that.
Yeah.
I'll find the Photoshop. Should definitely mention that since this is still an active Masonic temple, it has security cameras set up. So what you're going to see being reflected in the background isn't spotlights. It's the security camera lights that are bouncing back the IR, so it makes it look like this place is lit up, fully lit up. It's not. So it was pitch black when we were there, but on night vision and IR, it looks like the lights are just on. I figured I should explain that.
I think we're dark.
Alright.
We're dark.
What the? I'm gonna go.
No.
That one hasn't stopped moving or lighting
Oh,
up.
it hasn't stopped.
Play back the tape.
Alright, John, if that's you, go to the other cat ball.
Or Anna.
Or
The cat ball is the little ball on the ground, John.
Annie or John, can you hear me now that I'm using a different app?
They're like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Holy shit! They can hear you.
You scared the shit out of me, for real.
That's crazy.
Well, he said there's rats here. I was like, oh, a rat.
No, I would see a rat on this.
Here's what I'm gonna say. That's the best we've gotten.
So ask
ever,
ask yes, no questions then.
All right,
Okay,
go
yeah.
ahead, Charlie.
Let me see what it takes to even make one of those light up. Cause
Yes. Do some heavy movement by Matt's. Oh my god. Oh, so it had to be moving in that room?
that was cool timing.
That was something.
I'm talking to you now, John. Can you talk back, please?
I've got nipples, Greg. Can you milk me?
It's 88.1 degrees.
Wait, it's only if it gets colder.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
that's
want it to
warm.
get cold.
Do I have a fever?
Y'all ain't seen a smoking hot ghost like Annie though.
Yeah, let's move to this.
I think
room.
Maybe, yeah, they want to welcome us into the parlor, I bet.
Yeah.
Walk over this.
We could. Oh no, wait, it's because it turns on.
You need to just come walk over this. Oh. Wait, that's so cool.
That actually.
Alright, the doll's safe for now.
Now walk to this one.
Yeah, now this one, or the doll gets it.
Wait. Maybe
Well, he
we're
just did
he
the
can't get
first
past us. We don't know if
Oh,
he's
yeah,
a
here,
portly
wait.
Yeah,
gentleman.
here we'll make a
Maybe
opening for you. What?
I think that might have been a thank you.
What did you just do? R2?
Oh, it's moving again, it's moving again.
Alright.
It will hurt you.
Thank you for touching the cat ball.
Here's what I'm gonna
If you're
say.
actually here, come touch this one that I'm pointing to.
Based on the last house, we never had a cat ball go off
That is
there.
true.
Yeah.
We did
That is the first, well, second now.
Edgar, invite him into your body as a vessel.
My body is ready.
What did I say? I meant it?
I meant it. That gave me chills. I didn't think this worked today.
Oh,
Okay, I'm tired of that trick now. Can you please come over here and touch this cat ball?
Or say something to us again.
I tried coaching the spirit around, giving it some instructions to follow, but it really was feeling a bit rebellious and wanted to disobey those orders. So as the coach, I decided to pinch the spirit. It stopped responding. Now, I'm sure you've seen these little doohickeys in every haunted video that's ever been posted on YouTube. Cat balls, they're these tiny little things, they're pretty sensitive, and they only light up if there's movement right next to it or if it's touched. And they are pretty sensitive, like you have to be putting on quite a ruckus near it in order to make it go off, or you have to be real close to it or touch it. But in this case, I don't think anything inexplicable was afoot. I don't believe there was a spirit fiddling with the cat balls in the shadow realm or the upside down or anything. Now, when I asked, can you come touch this one as a follow-up, if that had gone off, then I'd be much more inclined to believe like, oh, there's something fishy afoot. But that never happened. It was never repeatable. Occasionally a cat ball would go off at random, and if there was any attempt at a follow-up, radio silence. Why would that be the case? If this spirit wants us to know that it's here by lighting up this cat ball, why wouldn't it just step one more step forward to touch the other cat ball? Why would it just cross its arms and pout and be like, no, I've done enough today? That doesn't make sense. So, my best guess, because I don't know the layout of the house, is the air unit. It has an air unit, and it kicked on quite a few times. And the cat balls only lit up in that location, that like little bit into the parlor and on that little piece of that rug, both within like a foot of each other. So my guess would be that the vibrations from the air unit kicking on would have triggered them. I would love if that was somehow concrete proof, you know, just throw reasoning out the window like, oh, the cat ball turned into a little rave there for 3 seconds. Clearly there's spirits here. But I want something actually significant, and for me, that just wasn't it. And it also wasn't for anyone on the investigation here either. If it was like repeatable, like do that again, and it did it again, or come over here and do this, and it did it, that would be pretty strong evidence, especially if the cat balls were more spread out as opposed to the ones lighting up being very, very close to each other. But that wasn't the case here. I should also mention we used a phone app as for our spirit box as opposed to just using like a normal spirit box that we've used in the past. Apparently phone apps, according to some people, are actually better for it, so I think that was still fine. It didn't really do anything at all. There was no real communication there, but the words you hear being said to us through Matt's phone are that app translating what's being said through the spirit box. It's very goofy.
Yeah, leave it up.
Alright, spirits, if there's anyone here, you can communicate to us through this Ouija board. Or touching any of the cat balls on your pentagram.
Or we've got a phone too. Just yell at us.
The ghost doesn't want to see us fight, guys.
Oh, that's what he's doing. He's tearing us apart.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Alright,
Maybe I'm
let's be
possessed.
serious for a second here. Is there a goddamn ghost with us?
It's not working, guys.
That's not promising.
It felt like someone was going to try.
Somebody was trying to move.
Someone really wanted to just fucking jolt that.
It's like drifting left. I don't
Is
know.
there a ghost
I
here?
think it's because I. Oh my god! You took your fingers off.
Guys, there's... Oh wait, did something move? Over there!
We've already assembled the portal.
The portal's open.
Alright, yeah, well, just leave the planchette portal open.
Yeah, it's open.
If we can't summon a Masonic ghost, we'll summon Zozo.
Talk to us through this now. We've opened your portal. Everybody's coming through. It's fucking Kaiju Central in here.
Yep.
Ask. Yeah, it's just.
I cut the Ouija board section down big time here. Ouija boards are a fucking sham. We use these in every single one of our investigations because there are so many people that subscribe to it. Like, they live or die by the belief that Ouija boards are the real deal. Hooey. Absolute fish paste. These don't do anything. They are toys made by Hasbro. They're not actual portals to the underworld in hell. You can buy Ouija boards at Toys R Us. Well, God rest its soul. Toys R Us is more of a ghost than any of the spirits we've ever encountered. But you used to be able to buy them at Toys R Us. Ouija boards don't do anything. Now, I know a lot of people take big issue when I say that, but it's just the truth. When a group of people get together and do a Ouija board and it starts to move and everyone swears they're not doing it, they could very well be telling the truth. I'm not saying it's always someone just, fucking with everyone else. There is something called the ideomotor effect, where you will subconsciously make a movement, like a muscle response in response to a question. So if you and your friends really believe in the paranormal here, and someone asks, is there a spirit amongst us? One or multiple members of the people with their fingers on the planchette may have that ideomotor response and subconsciously start moving it to an answer. That's just like the actual explanation for how it works. But when you have people that are completely skeptical of all of it and they all put their finger on the planchette and everyone's like, it's all square and no one's going to be like pushing it around to fool with everyone, nothing happens because it's not real. Now, I mentioned Zozo at the end there. That's something that always has people go, when you leave the planchette on the board, because they say you're keeping the portal open. And there is a demon of the Ouija board called Zozo who will possess you and all kinds of shit. Again, load of barnacles. That doesn't happen. We decided to just keep the Ouija board and the planchette on it for the entire time we were there. From that point forward, nothing. No Zozo, nothing on the Ouija board, nothing in general. Now this upstairs room though, which you're catching a glimpse of here, you can see it in its entirety in the full video on the other channel. This is where the Freemasons actually have their meetings, so this room is horrifying. This room is actually spooky. And a weird thing about this room is our night vision and our infrared didn't work. We went from the hallway, which had a security camera, so it looks like the lights are on, unfortunately, but we went from the hallway, we would go into this room, and then it's pure darkness. I don't know why, none of us understood why, but the IR and the night vision did not work in just that room, which is why you see like 2 flashlights set up in the background aiming straight up, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to see anything for the footage. So in those shots, there is actually light there because of that. Don't know why, don't think it's anything paranormal. I think whatever the Freemasons are doing up there, they've got some kind of like low-grade EMP device just in there or some shit that takes down IR and all of that. I don't know, but I just wanted to explain that. That is a very weird room for sure. Now, after many other failed attempts, there was a moment where Chelsea said that she felt something grab her calf. Chelsea is someone who does believe in the paranormal, and there's nothing I can really say or talk about in regards to that. That's something she believes she felt. We didn't see anything, but I did want to mention that. It's in the full video. What I want to show is when I went on my solo mission, where, per usual, I just went to the most haunted spot in the facility by myself, giving the spirits the optimal chance to just have a heart-to-heart with me. A conversation, you know? Just kick back, shoot the shit. So, I'll show you how that went. No energy. How do we fix that? How do we improve your energy? Like with calories? Carbs? We got a carbo load? What is the solution to that? No dice, huh? Alright, maybe nobody in this room. I'm going to leave this room now. This is your last chance to make your presence known. If there's something you'd like to say or show or anything like that, now's the time. Well, it was worth a shot. Maybe on the camera footage you'll see something. It said, "Closer, Ashley." Well, I moved closer, but there's no Ashley. Are you Ashley? Alright, I'm leaving again. That sounded like a bunch of fucking mumbo jumbo. I only spent like 10, maybe 15 minutes up there, and there was just nothing happening. It's always so boring doing that. At least when you're doing the investigation with friends, it's like silly and fun. Doing it alone, just in a pitch black room like that, nothing happens, so you're just sitting there talking to yourself like the world's worst podcast. So that was 10 to 15 minutes condensed down to like 3 minutes for the video. Occasionally the spirit box would speak, but it was always just nonsense. The closest thing that even resembled applicable to this scenario was when I was walking away, it said closer, which is why I came back and read closer, Ashley. But it's all just nothing. Nothing happened, and nothing has ever happened during like a solo mission or anything, even kicking everybody else out. Like, I once again came up empty-handed here at a fucking Masonic temple for paranormal activity. So I think maybe going forward, the key might be choosing places that actually have nobody like at all there, like condemned buildings that nobody owns, like completely abandoned spots. Because so far every investigation are places that are owned by people that give you permission to go there. They have a reputation for being haunted, and I thought that might have been optimal because there are already like so many other YouTubers and so many other people go there and they have like haunted experiences and scary experiences. So I thought those would be shoo-ins to happen to us, but they don't for some reason. So instead, I think maybe going forward, it might be better choosing just a completely abandoned, dilapidated, weird, yucky, creepy spot and seeing if anything changes there. But I already know it won't. Just figured it might be worth a shot, perhaps. Anyway, though, if you want to see the whole investigation, which was a lot of fun, like it still was a banger for a video, but disappointing that nothing paranormal happened again, go to the other channel, check it all out. That's really about it. So, yeah.
Fire in your belly. Fire in your belly.
It seems like the technique is pretty universal. Like, this is the same way they handled the oral sex demon.
All over your body.
Yeah, hit her with some more open palm strikes. Demons hate that. The Holy Fist. You know, this would actually be a really good idea if you just wanted to fight some people and not have them fight back. I'm here to exorcise your demons. Start slapping them around.
I don't know who you are.
Jesus!
Destroy the altar of the wind.
It's turning into a music video.
Destroy the altar of this wind. I break it down. I break it down. I destroy
Demons
it.
hate good music.
Destroy the altar now.
Crank the music up again.
Destroy the
Bring
altar.
up the crescendo.
Go to Haiti. Wherever she has paid her money. Go to Haiti. This is the law.
Come on, blast it out, fuck!
Remove the sacrifice.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Burn it by fire.
Get the fuck out of there, demon. This ain't no time for oral sex.
Use a witchcraft. Witchcraft.
Oh, here, it's coming!
Take your powers out.
No!
Take your powers out. Every food in this belly.
This is a really long exorcism.
Get out.
Jesus.
I vomit you out. Out.
Don't blow a raspberry at him. That only makes the demon stronger.
Anaconda. Anacondas. Fire all over you.
I don't really understand the point of the sound effect, but it's helping. Jesus! She's going turbo! Fuck! The fatality!
You will not swim away. I dry up your water.
It's like they're LARPing. You won't swim, I'll dry up the water. Okay, so I take to the sky. No, I dried up the sky.
I chop you at the waist. I take
You're
all the
hurting her
eggs out of
too,
this
though.
girl. Remove your eggs.
Oh, she's beatboxing.
Your powers, remove your powers. Remove your powers now. Now. Remove your
Grand finale.
Remove your powers.
Come on. It's still there. Why is she sucking invisible penis?
Take
Stop.
your powers out.
The demon is clearly taking over. Help!
Take all your powers out. Feet. Burn the feet right now.
Drop some ice on it.
Everybody say,
Ice her feet. Her feet are hot.
fire Holy Ghost all over your feet. All over your body. Seal up fire all over your head.
Music's picking up. I'm getting to the climax.
Giant, I command you, I slay you now.
Oh, that'll teach him.
Take all your powers out. Motion to her. Give it. Maggots,
Have we won?
maggots.
Has hell been defeated yet again?
The remains, vomit your way out. In the name of Jesus Christ.
Oh God, she's ejaculating from her mouth. That's the sign of the demon. It's the last remnants. Get it out. Get it out.
Witchcraft, pack up all
Get it
your
out.
powers now. With this witch, Sheila, may God judge you. May He punish you for everything you've done.
Is that all?
May
Is
you
he
be
gone?
exposed right now.
No, Christ,
May
he's
you
still
be
there.
exposed. May the track over.
What happened to this woman? Was this a failed exorcism? They killed the host? She's been laying there for this whole deliverance.
A brand new hip. Bam,
Yes?
Bam, 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 bam.
Do you feel it?
Bam,
Do you feel it?
bam, bam, bam,
Are you sorry now?
bam,
Forever doubting Jesus' power?
bam, 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 bam.
Woo! New hip ain't gonna save you from the BAMs,
How's
ain't
the
it?
hip?
I'm looking for action. I want to see more boss battles. We beat the serpent. We beat the hip. If we're gonna stay in this rabbit hole, I at least want to see some goddamn action. Jesus vending machine. No, that's just ridiculous. Oh, I just typed in Jesus. I forgot the vending machine part. I'm surprised it wasn't the first thing that came up. That doesn't look like Jesus. That actually does just look like fan art of me. You click on the vending machine and it's just a little link to my Twitch streams.
Why is this image creepy? I mean, it looks like a human, but it's not.
My man, this does not look like a human at all. This looks like the You're Not Perfect guy from Courage the Cowardly Dog. This shit looks like it's a, like, thumb person. One of Mr. Fluke's Fluglies from Spy Kids. This shit does not look like a human, if you ask me. I just think it's kind of cool. I take it back.
We're very familiar with stuffed animals and industrial robots. However, the closer the object
Whoa,
meets its humans,
hey,
the closer
hey.
they reach the uncanny valley. A state of
Which
mind
one
that
was
makes
the
us extremely
robot there, am I right?
Because we don't know if what we're
Jimmy
looking
or
at
the
is a threat
girl?
or not. All we know is that they're in the effect of movements section. He states, for example, one robot had 29
Wow.
pairs of artificial muscles in the face, the same number as a human being. To
Are they
make it smile
grieving?
in a human-like fashion. According to the designer, a smile is a dynamic sequence of facial deformations, and the speed of the deformations is crucial. When the speed is cut in half in an attempt to make the robot bring up a smile more slowly.
Hey, real quick. I've said this a million times and I'll say it again. What the fuck is the point in making robots that look like humans? Why? That doesn't do anything to help us. Like, if we want robots to, like, do chores or something, it could just look like a goddamn drone. It doesn't need to look human-like, right? It makes no fucking sense unless they're sex robots. Outside of fucking it, why even make it look human at all? It could just look like a drone. As long as the job gets done, it doesn't matter if it looks like my grandpa. Right? It could just look like a giant hunk of metal doing the task to adequately. The only possible logic I could see with making a robot that looks human is to fuck it. Which I don't think every robot needs to double as a sex bot.
Something has come to appear very close.
Oh my
to
god,
human,
never mind. I see
like
the
a
purpose
robot,
now.
Puppet, or
Einstein's
a prosthetic
back,
hand,
baby. Let's
could
go.
easily tumble down into neon. But many people theorize that the reason us as humans have this sharp emotional ability to recognize other humans is because maybe at one point recognizing other humans was a living necessity. Again, that's just a theory. No, not a game theory. Or
That is an
maybe
interesting
that's the
idea.
future.
That's something I think about from time to time. Early human beings had so much shit that they had to learn that today would make no sense to us. There probably was a time when you wouldn't be able to recognize if what you were looking at was a human being or not. I think about that a lot. And also, I remember this from a movie called, I think it's The Man from Earth. There was a time in our history where we would watch someone go to sleep and they never wake up and we just wonder why. The concept of death eluded us. That's just baffling to me, to think about that. You're millions of years beyond that, why worry? Well, it's not worrying, it's just something I think about. I find that interesting. Like, starting from the bottom. Like, just thinking back to that. What's now become just, like, basic common sense for humans was something that had to be learned over so many years. It's kind of cool to think about, I guess.
I don't know. Maybe uncanny valley senses.
Grug, no wake up.
Like, that
Yeah,
fucker is an
exactly.
alien, bruh. If you have watched previous videos on my channel, then you might remember
Do we know
us talking
Tara?
about a video called I Feel Fantastic.
Oh, it's her. Yeah, this one's OG YouTube shit.
Warfighter. Medal of Honor Warfighter
What?
is a video game developed by Danger Close Games, released in 2012.
Man, rest in
for
peace,
360,
Medal of Honor.
PS3, and PC.
So you picked a name.
Oh,
On one
wow.
of my-
I don't remember
Wanted a
this.
Girl. That didn't work.
Well, keep Michael in your hip pocket. That way when...
Isabella.
Oh, beautiful. When Isabella shows up...
Holy
with her
shit,
friends,
yeah, this is weird. I want to play it. This shit's like a creepypasta. Animated.
Big budget.
That actually is kind of wild. I haven't played Medal of Honor Warfighter. I think most people stopped playing Medal of Honor after the PS2 era because the game just got turbo shit. But now I want to play it. This is kind of wild.
Hyper-realistic.
Looks super
not
weird.
only lead to an ugly design,
They look
but
like
very awkward
greased
movements, specifically
corpses.
in the hair, eyes, and head. I feel I should say.
One question I would like to ask
Oh
you.
wow! He moves so
We
cool.
had had in 20 years and in the phone market too.
It's like a
But
like a
people
fetus.
aren't using it because
Friends, hey, you guys should buy a webcam and also download a specific software. No one's gonna do that. This was supposed to be the next big invention, which would replace video calls.
God,
and
it's so
soundboards, but
cool.
I guess the researchers forgot that FaceTime exists. If you want to get your hands on one of these bad boys,
What
the
the
price starts
fuck?
at $8,000 for the consumer version and $35,000 for a research version.
It is actually like straight out of The Grudge. Why would he make the bottom of it look like this? Well, what is that design idea? Oh, it's like a pseudo sperm cell almost, or like one of the boos from Mario. So you don't fuck it. Well, you can still fuck it in the mouth though if you wanted to. Like if you're having phone sex with a telenoid, you can still put your dick in its mouth. It doesn't stop it. Oh, that would be so horrifying too. Your wife on the other end of the telenoid just making the noises that the telenoid mimicking her like that beast from Annihilation.
Keeping your eyes focused on the cross, you should begin to notice that the faces become distorted.
Yeah, I'm
and
looking
begin
at
to
like
have non-realistic facial features.
Oblivion
This video
NPCs.
is not edited. Every image is normal. This is the flash face distortion effect, aka FFDE. But why do these?
I don't believe that. Those faces were absolutely fucked. No way. Were those just normal? Oh wow. Wow. Okay. I've never heard of that before. That's kind of cool. All right, I fuck with that.
Edited. Every image.
God, it's so fucking cool. Like, I love the idea of it, but the price I don't like, and also I would stop liking it very quickly and just start to probably be a little disturbed by it. Oh, they even have one with a nutsack on it, I guess. So it doesn't have to be like a tail.
How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm awesome.
With just a human head and a torso, this is the Telenoid. It allows a user to simulate a face-to-face conversation with someone who is far away. Professor Ishiguro
Why not
is
make a
probably
cooler
the most
face?
famous roboticist in Japan. He's known for pushing the boundaries of human
It's like a Tool music video.
And just after the telephone call, I guess you feel the loneliness.
I'll feel even
I think
more
I'm
lonely with
satisfied
the
this robot.
telenoid.
I mean,
Well, I don't... Caretakers and family members
Like
can speak to the
snaps
solitary
around.
elderly via the Telenoid.
Like actual exorcism shit.
once they hold this robot,
Is it actually talking? Man, what the fuck do you mean? No, it is a telephone. The telenoid is It is basically as if someone put a walkie-talkie up the ass of a doll, but a really creepy one. Why are they talking to it as if they're talking to the telenoid then? That I couldn't tell you. But it is just a phone call with a webcam. So according to Tuv in the video, if you want to use telenoid, the person you're on the phone call with needs to download a specific software and have a specific webcam, and it'll mimic your facial movements and shit. I am perhaps one of the biggest skeptics on the planet when it comes to anything paranormal. I truly just don't believe in it even a little bit. There's not even like a single neuron in my brain that even teases with the notion that it could be potentially real. But I want it to be, desperately. I would love for it to be proven true. But it hasn't. So, I've embarked on a mission with my friends to try and prove that the paranormal is real, even though none of us believe in it. We're doing all of the authentic ghost hunting methods using all of the real tools that the experts use to try and see if we can find any evidence at all of anything unexplainable and paranormal in the fucking spirit realm. We just finished our first group mission, and we went to the most haunted place in all of Savannah, which is a place that's notorious for having very haunted locations and aggressive spirits. And we just posted a full video on the other channel. I'll put a link to it in the description. But I want to show you some highlights here.
We're ghost hunting guys. Of course we fuck the ghosts.
They're gonna be this aggressive before.
demon. Wow.
You probably already peed yourself 5 times, and that's just the sizzler right there. I haven't even begun to show you the demonic and unholy presence that we were subjected to at this facility. So just for a little bit more context on how much I don't believe in paranormal shit, I could stay the night at the most haunted cemetery on the planet, and even if something weird did happen, like I start levitating while sleeping next to a gravestone and then my nipples just get tweaked on like this titty twister that basically rips them off my chest, I probably still wouldn't default to thinking that it was some kind of poltergeist or some kind of really horny prankster ghost and ghoul. I would actually probably act like a Skyrim NPC. Huh, must have been the wind. Like, I immediately start fishing for something a little more reasonable, like, it must have been some kind of odd solar flare event from the sun that caused the electromagnetic disturbance around the cemetery and caused me to levitate and get this crazy titty twister that happened. Like, it takes so much to convince me that it's real because I would need tons of hard evidence, which is exactly what we wanted to gather from this investigation. So we did everything by the book, and the number one thing I wanted to try first and foremost is a thing that a lot of people believe is irrefutable proof, which is the Estes method of communicating with spirits. So basically, in a nutshell, what that is you have someone put on a blindfold and headphones, that way they block out all sound and they can't see, and you'll have other people around, usually 1 or 2 other people. In this case, it was a full group. From what I've read, it doesn't matter how big the group is. Some people have success with smaller groups, some with larger. We did both for our investigation, but the first one I'm going to show you is our larger group. And basically what you do is you ask questions to the spirits that you're trying to communicate with, and they'll talk to you through the spirit box, which the person in the headphones and blindfold has, which is basically just a radio that keeps going through every single station, and sometimes you'll have some words break through on it, which is supposedly the ghost. So what they would do is when the person in the Estes, fucking jacked into the upside down, hears words, they just say them out loud. They don't know what it means or what the context is because they can't hear everyone else around them, and the idea is it's the ghost communicating, having this conversation with you. I'll show you how that went for our first attempt.
We are peaceful explorers, I would like to say up front.
Everyone but Aaron. His dad kills your kind.
This is absolutely not true.
This is all for the sake of discovery.
Alright, hey, Spirit, sorry, I didn't mean to ignore you. We left you on hold. Hey.
What
Whoa!
the fuck?
What? Oh, shit.
Oh my god, a cat ball turned on.
What the fuck?
Oh,
it's me squatting on the desk.
Stop turning the lights on.
Sorry, you're scaring it.
We're here just to listen and to observe.
We've left some balls around. If you've been around.
Sure.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. If you are in this room right now, can you touch the cat ball on the desk?
No,
that was another word
that?
one, right?
That was a different room.
Yeah, but if there is a spirit in this room right now, please touch the cat ball on the desk.
Or tell us your name. Little shy.
Yeah.
How old are you?
That's good. Yeah, I might not be tall enough to reach the cat ball. Not a little kid. Or he's just a short stack.
3.
Wow.
So wait, 3 years
Very
old?
young.
No, if it was a 3-year-old, they wouldn't know the words yet.
Yeah.
I really feel like people aren't this stupid, but I'm just going to play my cards safely here. The lights are completely off. I want to make that clear. It seems like they're on because of the cameras we're using and the IR as well as just the general night vision, but it is completely pitch black here. I want to make that clear. It's not like we went in here with all the lights on to do this shit. Now, in most ghost hunting things you'll watch, that's what you see right there, where it actually did seem like there was a little bit of a conversation happening where we'd ask a question and Matt would get an answer through the spirit box to our question. What you don't see is the fucking 5,000 questions we also asked that got no response or absolute mumbo-jumbo response, where we'd ask for very hard, easy to state answers. Yes or no, or a number. Whenever we would ask like a yes or no question, we would not get a yes or no, we'd just get like umbrella, tire, iron, car, shit like that. Or sometimes a couple of words like big oats or whatever. But sometimes you do have a situation like that where it feels like a conversation. And if you're someone that just really wants to buy into this idea, that's enough. You'll write off all the other times where there is no response or it's a completely nonsensical response, and you'll just fixate on the times like that where it seems, oh, there was kind of a response to that question. That must mean that there's some kind of paranormal phenomenon here. And you just completely write off the times where there is nothing or nonsense that gets spoken there. We want to show you all the nonsense because that's the majority of what it is. Again, since you're casting such a wide net for so many questions for so long, eventually you'll get a few instances where it almost loosely ties together. Spirits, keep in mind,
I can hear you. Wait,
this is your arch nemesis.
That's true. This
man hunts. Make sure if you're gonna get someone.
I do not hunt you.
I come in peace.
I can hear you. Oh, I heard something. I didn't get a full word.
Should I go after Aaron?
Oh, that was me leaning back. Oh, I got a little bit of something.
Okay.
Matt, the spirit seemed to like hats. Maybe your head.
Yeah.
Go with that.
You were just in their ghost realm.
Yeah.
You should say something.
I mean, it was a really nice realm. Could you maybe just tell us what you think about Aaron while you're talking to him?
Yeah, it's a 3-year-old ghost. Hey, bud.
Hey,
What's your
August.
name?
Oh, I guessed it was August. Yeah.
Oh, baby talk voice.
Hey, little guy. What's your name? What's your name, baby? What's your name? What's your favorite food?
Okay, stop. You're scaring him.
Sorry.
Could you hear them clearly, Matt, or were you kind of like guessing?
There were, the hay was clear, the 3 was clear, the hat, I didn't know if it said like cat, hat, at.
Something that
I think I heard kill. I'm not kidding.
Something that the boys...
No, she said no.
No, that's what was wrong.
You know, we're goofy. We're not trying to fuck with this.
Oh yeah, we're doing it real.
If this is happening, like it's gonna happen. Like,
Do you want to be our friend? Yeah.
we are more than happy to be your friend.
Sticks.
The sticks and something.
You
I
like,
heard the
is
word
your favorite
something
game
about.
pickup sticks?
Do you like Fortnite?
We in this room love you as a fellow member of humanity. Was that it?
You just keep reminding them of their mortality.
I know.
Sometimes you gotta wake them up so they can move on.
Yeah.
Imagine just like a glowing beam coming
just
down.
Ryan, if we de-haunt this place, they're gonna fucking kill us. don't absolve them of their sins. Leave.
Oh.
Alright, I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah.
Wait, no, maybe they want to leave. Maybe that's what they're saying.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever heard of Chester's?
You are scaring me.
Sorry.
Yeah. Right?
You're like scaring an adult man.
Nope.
Nope.
Never heard of Chester's.
You're
You would love it. They have gizzards
He's a Zaxby's guy.
and livers, chicken livers.
Our
Verdict.
verdict.
Mediocre.
It was fine.
Yeah.
Silence.
Oh,
Sorry,
wow.
sorry.
Less than stellar results with the spirit box and Estes method, so we started moving on to more tangible things. Also, we had a bunch of motion equipment throughout the entire room as well as like the rest of the upstairs area we were at. And none of the motion detecting equipment went off except for that one cat ball on the dresser that one time, and I'm almost positive it's because Aaron leaned back into it right before that. So no paranormal activity immediately, so we started to split off into smaller groups to do things a little more personal, a little more one-on-one with the ghosts.
It is
148.
148.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be falling asleep pretty soon.
Well, it's okay. Maybe if you sleep, they'll talk through you while you're sleeping.
What if it's the ghost right now making you sleepy?
Ooh, it could be.
All right.
The camera to
All
see.
right, and the trick is not to like press down really hard on it.
Yeah.
Right?
Can I?
Just
What
kind
if
of
you
lightly
move the
touch.
red light and I'll tell you what letter?
Well, you have an open hand. Yeah.
Great job, Danny.
Okay.
Light touch.
So you have to start it by opening the portal, right? Is there anyone with us tonight? It's shouting soup over there. It's kind of going ballistic.
Yeah, I wonder if maybe the
Everybody
AC is
light
blowing
over
in
here?
here.
Light fingers.
Yep.
Yep.
What did that
It was just a noise. It was definitely like trying to make a word, but I couldn't tell what it was.
I'm not going to show you the board, so you guys don't know what's going on.
All right. Is there any spirit with us right now?
I'm having crazy deja vu right now. It's not a spiritual thing, but
go on.
Worth mentioning.
Okay.
That's it.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
That deja vu just ended.
I thought you were going to tell us the deja vu.
Guys, I'm going to say probably goodbye, because I don't think there's anyone with us.
Ouija board unsuccessful. This is one that people are very adamant about. Like, you don't fuck with Ouija boards. I don't understand why. I feel like if there ever was a tool to communicate with a different dimension or demons or hell itself or whatever by opening a portal, it probably wouldn't be published by Hasbro. Like, you probably wouldn't be able to find that occult instrument in a Toys R Us, which is where this old Ouija board came from. It's my old Ouija board that I bought for a YouTube video like 7 or 8 years ago from Toys R Us when that was still in business. Like, I feel like this is just never going to do anything. The only time the Ouija board works is when someone wants it to, so they just subconsciously, or even consciously if they want to fuck with people, move the planchette themselves. So, since all of us were trying to do this as legitimately as possible, nothing happened at all. And I feel like nothing would happen if we had kept the portal open. Zozo probably wasn't going to come fuck our butts or anything. Like, it probably still would have been fine too, but we did everything by the book. So, with the Ouija board experiment being unsuccessful, we went one-on-one. We sent Chase into the most haunted room in the entire haunted distillery to try and get any kind of, unexplainable activity to occur. Now, this is actually my second ghost hunt. The first one I actually did with the boys, but that video isn't going to be out until about a month from now, so I can't show you that. In that video, I was the one that went completely alone in the most haunted room in the place we were investigating. So I'm kind of a seasoned veteran when it comes to, pure fisticuffs with the spirits alone. And Chase wanted to give it a whirl. Drew also wanted to give it a whirl, so we let both of them go for little one-on-one experiences. I didn't do a one-on-one this time around, mainly because we were already doing so much and so many others wanted to do it, and I've already done it before.
I would be lying if I said I wasn't a little scared. But I'm here respectfully again. I'm here to learn. I'm here to observe.
While I anticipate my possession in the night, the skill check crew makes a startling discovery downstairs.
If you're here, you can have this seat.
Hi.
Hi. Whoa.
Hey. Happy to have you.
Hi, we're glad to have you here, yeah.
What's up? Tell us anything about yourself.
No?
Okay.
I guess we'll start with some easy questions. What's your name? If you would let me speak to you, could you tell me your name? Elizabeth. Liz? Sounds like? Bernard. Okay. I'm getting two different names.
Chase did not get possessed or anything even close to it, but he did get a couple of spirit box names that came through, so big W there, I suppose. Chase did not walk away more of a believer in any of this, but said that it was still pretty cool, which I agree. Like, even though nothing has happened in any of the ghost hunts I've been on, in fact, I am even less of a believer now than I was before going on these ghost hunts. It's still been very fun. Like, it's still been a really great experience. Now, let me show you Drew's one-on-one, because Drew broke every rule in the book here. He openly invited the spirits to possess him. He literally invited them into his body to become their vessel. Pretty much everything that you're told never to do when it comes to fucking with ghosts, Drew tried, just to see if there was any kind of response at all. Spoiler, there wasn't.
Is this a fucking bedpan?
Bro,
Don't put me in the room with the damn bedpan, yuck.
I'd say do 10 minutes in here, really get to know David, take him on like a nice stroll through who's Drew, why should he
Sounds
fuck
good.
Drew, why should he fuck Drew.
He definitely should.
Yep.
I'm in. EMF,
for the
bitch.
record, like this floor.
One observation our team consistently made was that the spirits were not as scary as the structural soundness and stability of the very home we were in.
This is bad. It makes me feel like I'm going to fall through it, but that was a ghost.
You should touch the coat.
He
doesn't like it when you do that.
Is that true?
That's what he said.
Oh, I accidentally did that.
My name is Drew. It's a pleasure to meet you. come. If you're here with me, make that clear to me. I think I want to run some Dungeons and Dragons for you because I'm cringe and a lame neckbeard gamer. All right, David, we're best friends, and he's putting on that jacket, and you should kill him.
Now the jacket's a little more intimidating.
No, he won't kill you. He'll kill me. I'm the one letting him take
What if I
you.
give him permission to come into you? Like as a
Yes,
vessel?
David,
David, you can,
I'm opening my body to you.
you can come and Drew. Good luck.
Run! Oh God! Okay, bye-bye. I'm here to perish.
So dark. Wait, can you help me with some light or something? Holy shit. Okay.
And if you have something to say, you should say it now, or else we're going to be best friends, and I know neither of us want that.
That coat was one of the big trigger items there that was supposed to basically summon David like it's straight out of fucking Phasmophobia. Didn't do anything. David still didn't show himself. Maybe he was afraid of Matt. I mean, Matt's 6'5", and I guess maybe by like when David was, you know, inhabiting the corporeal dimension, no one was really that tall, so perhaps it was like a really scary thing for David. Honestly, I'm 2 ghost hunting investigations deep, and it feels like I'm Mob from Mob Psycho. Like when I enter these extremely haunted places, all the ghosts just immediately get exorcised. Like that's the impression I'm getting. Like I feel like I have some kind of fucking superpower now, because nothing is happening on these ghost hunts at all. They're still really fun, but right now that is actually the most haunted place in all of Savannah, where apparently everyone that's ever gone there has had like legitimate paranormal situations happen to them. Even like the most skeptical people that go there leave being a believer. Meanwhile, all of us go here and we're even less of a believer now than before we got there. Now, these are only a few of the experiments we ran here to get some ghost sightings, ghost evidence. We did so much more over the course of like 9 hours worth of investigating. We stayed there all the way till 6 a.m. So I'm just going to show you these for now. There's more in the full video, obviously, so I'm going to put a link to that in the description. It's on the other channel. And yeah, I just wanted to talk about this a little bit. I'm really enjoying ghost hunting. I really do want to keep doing this until eventually maybe something unexplainable happens. Got my fingers crossed, because I would love for that to be real. I think it'd be super cool and a groundbreaking discovery. Anyway, that's about it. See ya. Up until recently, I didn't believe in anything paranormal, and I look back on that naive ignorance and disgust. You can see me shaking to this day, just even thinking about what happened. My third eye was truly open to the truth, and it was a rude awakening. Many of you know I've been on this adventure, this quest, to prove that ghosts and spirits and goblins, all this paranormal shit is real, even though I don't believe in it at all. The whole point is to try and find even a shred of evidence through investigating the most haunted places on the planet to see if there's any real substance to it. No phony baloney, smoke and mirrors nonsense, just good old-fashioned paranormal tech and investigations from people that don't believe in it at all to see if, well, is it real? And for 3 investigations, it wasn't. I am an expert in this field now. Even Zach Bagans probably gets a wet spot in his trousers thinking about my effective means of investigation. And our 4th one, I thought was going to be business as usual. Just go there, have some fun, goof around for the other channel. Wouldn't find anything, but we'd have a great time. And I was so confident in that I invited Wendigoon and MeatCanyon out to investigate it with us. We went to the most haunted place in Tampa, Plant Hall. It's a school now, and it's actually where I went to school, at the University of Tampa. It's classrooms and offices, but all students and all staff will tell you all kinds of chilling tales for things that have happened at Plant Hall. It used to be a hotel, many have perished in there, and it's said that many spirits still linger down those hallways. I expected just another ordinary investigation, business as usual, but what we got was anything but ordinary. You can watch the whole video on the other channel to see what kind of demonic presence we unearthed and what we were exposed to and the cursed objects and apparitions that we battled. Yeah, I'll put a link to it in the description. Instead of just showing you clips from that, what I will show you is from MeatCanyon's perspective, because he filmed it himself. He was also a skeptic going into this, and there's no easy way to say this. I almost fucked him. We flew him and Wendigoon out, and MeatCanyon was exposed to one of the most violent spirits on the East Coast, Ruth Budweiser, and she has not let him sleep peacefully since. And he almost died in that school. And I want to show you some of that footage.
The truth about the real haunting of this place, Ruth Budger. She started working here in 1931 when the university just opened. She made a lot of friends, maybe too many. Became extremely close with all the working staff, making love to every single one of them. And then 1932, she had her baby boy, Eliza. She believed that Thomas Listerstein, the dean of the school, was the father to her baby. But when he and others refused a paternity test, in a fit of rage, she jumped off the top of the university, holding her 1-year-old baby. Today, I want to give absolution to the spirit. I want to give her resolution to the traumas that happened in this university.
Has there ever been a more noble quest? Hunter came in here not to perform an exorcism, not to take pictures of a ghost for the sake of clout online, but instead to bring closure to it, to allow it to ascend to the great beyond, knowing full well that it had achieved absolution through Hunter, Ghost Hunter Hancock. God bless. But unfortunately for our protagonist Hunter, MeatCanyon, he would soon learn what happens when you try to help someone who doesn't want to help themselves.
I don't feel good about tonight.
We're doing another paranormal investigation. We're joined by some experts, MeatCanyon, Wendigoon. MeatCanyon's already having quite an experience with Ruth Budger. What's
Ruth Budger, it's all good.
Budger.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Wait, can you...
What you didn't see and what I was briefly referencing is, on the plane ride over, Hunter actually had an experience on the flight. When he was using the laboratory, the little boy's room, he felt a tickle on his back. The signature calling card for Ruth. As Hunter laid out, Ruth was known as one of the most promiscuous women on the premises. She had sex with just about every single faculty member. And one of the things she used to love to do is tickle them on their back. And Hunter felt that sensation when he was on the potty. And Hunter took a video of it when he felt it, because he knew something wasn't right. This isn't something he'd experienced before. So he filmed himself on the shitter, and he showed his lower back. And you could even see all the poop in the toilet. There was no tricks about it. That was shit. It was a lot of shit, too. And Hunter's bare ass cheeks laid before me in this video that he showed me, talking about this mysterious tickle on his back. And I knew right then that this wasn't going to be a normal investigation. I really wish he still had that footage, but somehow the footage mysteriously corrupted. No doubt the work of the dastardly Ruth Budger. God, I wish I had just fucking recorded it with my phone or something. It was so good. So he took this video on the way over, and it's just a bunch of poop in the toilet with his butt cheeks out talking about ghosts. It was so cool.
Just put the camera down, just act cool. Act cool.
Holy shit, Hunter, I don't want to scare you, but you're at 84 degrees. That's the highest yet. What's that mean?
Ghosts are gonna be cold, Charlie.
Oh, yeah, you're safe.
So you're like super safe.
Yeah, you burned Ruth off your back.
I'm going to put these on for exactly 1.5 minutes, 90 seconds, and then I want to be pulled out.
All right, we'll do our best, Hunter, but it's in a different dimension's hand.
Nick, pull me out. 90 seconds starting now. I heard thunderstruck for a second.
He's too deep. Is Thunderstruck an important song to you?
No, not really.
If you've seen any of our investigations or seen any ghost investigation, you'll know what this is. This is the Estes method, where you blindfold yourself, put on noise-canceling headphones, and listen to a spirit box. This is how the spirits talk to you. It's our way of communicating with them beyond the grave. And Hunter jacked into the mainframe here to try and get something from Ruth, but she wasn't feeling all that talkative, unless of course she was a big fan of Thunderstruck, which he did catch a glimpse of. And I think that could mean something, but I don't know Ruth well enough to know exactly what.
Nah, the fajita bowl.
Fajita bowl?
Yeah, fajita bowl.
Fajita bowl, okay. Alright. Well, that's understandable, I guess. Okay.
Is this thing rolling? I was just using the restroom, and I had my radar going, and all of a sudden this thing was red hot. I'm gonna try to replicate it right now. I had it pointed right about here. You can tell it was kind of spiking a bit, and I was kind of like rotating around, and nothing. I mean, guys, you should have seen this. It was unbelievable. It was insane. I don't know. I just think something real freaky's going on here, okay? More soon.
This is the face of a man whose bowels have been cursed by something that science can't quite explain. That video you just saw of Hunter recording himself in the restroom is almost identical to the one that he recorded on the plane, poop and all. Like, I have to say, I am extremely impressed with how much shit he is able to pump out. That was 2 mammoth-size, like, full toilet bowls of poop in about a 9-hour period. That is probably the strongest evidence I've seen so far of the paranormal.
Dude, something just touched my back. Ruth? Hold on. I need to see if she touched. Is there a mark on my back? Is there a mark? Hold the radar up to it.
No. Oh, wait. It's yellow. If I go, oh God. There's some warm heat right here.
Oh my God. It feels cold.
I can't even watch that footage back without covering my eyes, knowing that this was happening to Hunter during our investigation and it's entirely my fault. It's an indescribable guilt that I feel. I don't know how to save him. We didn't sage him. We didn't bring out a Vatican-approved exorcist to vanquish Ruth or anything. We just let it fester inside of him. And as you can see here, that tickle on his back, anytime an EMF reader is held up to Hunter since that moment, it will read red. Because Ruth has never left his soul.
Oh my God. You okay?
I was up.
It really took its toll on MeatCanyon, and for that, I'm sorry. Our investigation was almost as action-packed as this, but luckily, none of us had an experience quite like this. And I don't know how to help him, but I ask that you support MeatCanyon and his newly attained cursed spirit that exists within him now. I just had to talk about this a little bit because I've finally seen real, irrefutable proof of the paranormal thanks to MeatCanyon's sacrifice. That's about it. See ya. I think there is no one on the planet who believes less in ghosts and spirits than me. But I also think there's no one on the planet that's more receptive to being proven wrong than me. I also think there's no one that wants to be proven wrong more than I do about this subject. So I have embarked on a quest, an important journey to find irrefutable proof of ghosts, ghouls, goblins, anything paranormal. Actual evidence, substantial evidence. Not anecdotal nothing burgers or weak, flimsy proof like, oh, my EMF reader blinked 3 times. Well, that puts it in the books, I'm convinced now. Or like, there's 3 tiddlywinks of ectoplasm on the floor. Clearly an exorcism happened here, and it's just like dried spit or something. Like, I'm looking for actual proof. So I've done 2 ghost investigations recently, and one of them just came out yesterday. It was a collaboration with The Boys, whom I'm a huge fan of, and it was a lot of fun. This was actually my first ghost investigation. This was filmed prior to the one we did last month on the other channel. So this was my first experience with it, and man, what an experience it was. Really, to be more accurate, what a lack of experience it was. But it was still extremely fun. The video is a fucking banger. So again, this was my first time here. I was a full-blown paranormal virgin. I was really kind of cautiously optimistic, hoping that my lack of belief, like my Ebenezer Scrooge aura when it comes to these things, would lead to me getting fucking cursed or possessed or something. Like, I thought I would enter the facility, which was an old jail. So, the place we went to was in St. Augustine, which is notorious for, like, ghosts and shit. And this is apparently the most haunted spot in all of Florida, this jail. It has a very fucked up history, like a lot of horrible things happen there. So it's said to have all these negative spirits and everything in there, and everyone reports having some kind of experience, even the most skeptical of people. So I thought I would enter the doors, like I'd open that door to get into the old jail, and I'd just be torn to shreds. I thought I'd immediately start levitating, and it'd have me looking like Wolverine in that scene from X-Men 3, where Jean Grey starts like ripping him apart. I thought that's what the spirits would do to me. But they didn't do anything at all. Absolutely nothing.
That if we hear anything or if we see anything, for him to debunk it if possible.
Debunking live.
I'll try and agitate the spirits as much as possible. We didn't bring any sage, so I'll make sure to stay contaminated. Nice. I'm doing everything wrong. Not that I can see. Powered by Duracell. Yep, this passed the smell test, I'll tell you what.
Where should we put that?
I think on the desk.
Would love to hear from you, Joe. You can use me as a vessel if you'd like. That feels like an evil thing to invite in. Yeah, that may... I retract that offer, just in case.
Hang on, you can't be full skeptic if you're retracting things.
Hey, you're right. All right, it's back on the table, Joe.
I'm not really feeling anything in here.
Yeah, he's just shy. Dude died of cringe.
All right, boys, I think
it's time. I'm not feeling it in here. It was worth the try, but...
I'll throw up one more Hail Mary for the team here. Right. Joe, if you don't come in here right now, you can't use me as a vessel anymore.
Ooh. Damn.
About to hear all 330 pounds run down the stairs.
Sprinting. As I said, I was breaking all the rules, all of the standard ghost hunting protocol that you're never supposed to, bend or wobble on. I just said, let it ride. I wanted anything paranormal to happen, so etiquette be damned. I offered myself up as some kind of fucking fleshlight if you wanted to use me for something, any of the spirits there. So I cut out a lot of the lore here, but you can find all of it in the boys' full video. The jail had a very corrupt sheriff behind it all. His name was Joe. Joe's a really big guy. And so I was trying to, start poking and twisting on the nipples of Joe directly, trying to get him mad, like trying to make him do anything. And he didn't. And do you know why he didn't? Because it's not real. That's the conclusion that I'm drawing. Again.
Whoa, Charlie. What's that shirt you're wearing?
Oh my god, a ghost might have put me in some fire merch. What's on me?
Whoa. Charlie, you're wearing some fire merch. You've got an attachment, dude. And it is f***ing drippy.
Oh my god. Oh, Joe Perry was a lot of things, but I mean, he's kind of got a good style. He's got a good sense of style.
Let's see it. This is the Boys and Moist Critical collab.
Oh shit.
I couldn't imagine a better place to unveil this, honestly.
Moist Boys. That's what that says. Allegedly.
Would this show us the sleeves?
Oh, that's the bat, and then show us the other sleeve. The katana.
Only available for 1 week. July 21st is the start date. So go get it, please. What is real, though, is the merch collab we did together. So definitely make sure to pick that up.
Ooh.
Oh, well, he's not going to sit on it, though. It'd be like a whole butt plug on him. The other side. He just took away his chair.
He's like, I'm not falling for that.
We're going to turn the lights off.
Keep my hand out for you, Joe, or anyone else.
Oh, f*** you. What is wrong with you, bro? You f***ing dog. Holy
I couldn't resist my patented jump scaring technique. I use that all the time, on streams and in person. This was just such a fucking beautiful opportunity for it. How could I possibly resist? I was presented with a beautiful butt, and you expect me not to eat it? So I know it's kind of rude to do that, because the boys take it very seriously. They are, regardless of what they say, pretty strong believers from everything that I was being told from them. And I am not. Of course, I'm receptive to being a believer. I want to be. But I just couldn't stop myself from laying down at least one of these screaming jump scares. Now, Drew came with me. Drew from the Skill Check channel. Shout out Skill Check. And he was filming as well, just in case. And it's unusable footage. It's pitch black. But you are going to see my phone in my hand as well as in Drew's hand in the video, which causes some blinking from time to time, so I wanted to explain that. I was going to try and post like my perspective on it, but my perspective is just basically if your eyes were closed, because I just used my iPhone.
If there's anything in here...
Oh, that's me. Sorry.
Ah, fuck you, motherfucker. Whoa.
It's not me!
Whoa, okay.
Alright, now stop.
I had my head there. Teabagged me.
If there's anything in here, let's just...
That stayed on there for a minute, though.
If there's anything in here, can you come and...
Oh, they figured it out.
Alright, here we go.
Okay, that's kind of weird.
We can stop filming if you say your name.
Serious.
Unless we're talking to Sirius Black, that's just not the right answer.
Everybody's out.
Dude.
Dude.
Dude is definitely not lingo that was used in the late 1800s.
I think tap on him.
Oh, shit.
What's kind of sad is this sequence right here is the only time anything at all almost got close to happening. So that like motion detector, I guess I need to explain the equipment. They used all of like the top level ghost hunting equipment, the same kind of equipment we did, but like different brands, I suppose. I'm not really sure. But it's still all like the same general equipment. So that like motion sensor going off on its own for like a split second is legitimately the only time anything ever went off at all, really. And it's not strong evidence of a ghost being there, like keegling it or anything. Now, the Estes method, which we did in our video as well, is where you put on the headphones, the blindfold, and you just go through the spirit box, which basically just scrubs through radio stations, and you'll hear words occasionally that cut through all the noise. And that's supposed to be the ghosts and the spirits communicating with you. And this is always like slam dunks for a lot of paranormal teams because you start really grasping at straws, connecting dots that have no business connecting. And when you do it long enough, occasionally you'll get really lucky where you ask something and what they hear on the radio kind of correlates to what you asked. But it never happens often and it's never convincing because the second you ask for something specific, you don't get it. So here, I asked for a name. It could have been any name, but instead the response was Sirius. And like I said, unless we're talking to Sirius Black from Harry Potter, that's not a fucking name. So if the spirit box is able to channel ghosts and let them communicate with us, why the fuck are they all lobotomized and can't answer simple questions or like use a single word that you ask for if they're able to hear you? It just doesn't make any sense at all. And then it just drops dude in there, which I don't think was very common lingo back then. I half expected him to say swag mode or something.
Man, this is f***ing...
That's okay. They might just be afraid of me. I won't look. Just make any noise at all, anywhere, if there's someone here. They turned the air off. That was pretty good. Damn, that was a good loophole.
We just want one thing. We have a girl here.
Okay. Or you're right. Let's use Lana's bait.
Oh, they like that?
They like that. Alana, can you ask them a question? Or say hi?
Hello. I'm a girl.
That's big.
That's huge. If that didn't work, nothing will.
Honestly.
If there's anyone here, can you please come into the cells here and touch one of these pieces of equipment that's glowing? Walk through the door, touch someone, make a noise.
Don't touch Alana though, she has a boyfriend.
Don't.
Everything just goes crazy. They're just really mad.
Doesn't matter. Because tonight we're digging them all up.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We've already done great strides in that.
I've learned a lot.
To think a mere 3-4 hours ago, I didn't believe in it.
Yeah.
Now look at
I
us.
just said believe it.
What was that?
Say it again, Spirit. Just repeat it. Yeah, thought so.
Believe.
We're gonna crack this case wide.
That was pretty cool.
Believe again.
Yeah, he did say it again. Now do it one more time. What do you want us to believe?
After 2?
Yeah.
Me?
What was that last one?
He said meat.
Baby.
Yeah, he's gone off the trail now.
After 2 meat baby, what does that mean? I don't know.
2 meat babies.
Okay, yeah, I mean that's a stretch. That's a stretch, but that is true.
Oh well.
Well, the 2 babies that were buried in the garden. You did say believe again. He said believe again.
He said he did. To be fair, that is a very common word in music. It's very possible it hit the same station twice.
Yeah. Eddie has a FM transmitter downstairs.
I have what I want.
That didn't quite. Yeah.
What is it that you want? What do you have?
January.
January. Mother took the whole month.
Greedy bastard.
All right. Well, thanks for that. Enjoy January, I guess.
A guy took January, so we have 11 months now.
Our year's been shortened.
I mentioned this before, but I have to start wondering if I'm the problem here, because now it's 2 ghost investigations that I've been on with nothing happening, doing everything by the book from all the professionals and, emulating all of their techniques, even in similar places that they've gone. Nothing. I mentioned before, maybe I'm just like Mob from Mob Psycho, where I enter this building and immediately all the spirits are exorcised. Which is pretty bad for business for any place that is, selling haunted tours of the facilities or anything. If I show up and just immediately de-haunt it, that's probably gonna make them pretty fucking mad. So, maybe it's a power that I wield subconsciously without knowing. The spirits just immediately just get vanquished.
Sim, if you're here, we brought you a bouquet of flowers. Here you go.
Hey, Sim.
Can we
Hey, Sim.
And I don't know if this is really going to help, but we know that you your wife's throat with one of these, so we brought you one.
To move 2 guys right here, they would ask him questions, and they would ask him to move his hands if he was still alive. And turns out...
No, not that. What he did. That story's tragic.
The flowers are insane. That is tragic.
Not that. I don't know. I've got a bucket, a shaver, and
It has a bouquet of flowers while holding a straight razor, and I brought the poo bucket. It's gonna be a party.
If it doesn't summon a ghost, I just don't know what will.
if there's anyone here, speak clearly to our friend.
Faithful. Are you human?
Speak clearly to our friend.
Vehicle.
We heard there's a entity called the Crawler.
You asked if he's human and he said vehicle.
Are we talking to Optimus Prime?
Wobbly poles? There's no way. Someone else has got to do this. I'm absolutely hearing an advertisement. It's just saying call now. I heard that 3 times. Someone else has got to jack in because that's a bunch of gobbledygook in there.
All right. It's hard to talk when you're giggling about everything you're about to say.
It was just straight up mumbo jumbo.
Mumbo jumbo. This is making me realize we do some pretty silly shit in these horror videos.
Yeah, we're insane, dude. If we don't get anything, I hope you know there will have to be a part 2 at some day.
This has been so f***ing fun.
Mumbo jumbo is the best way to describe it. Are you human? Vehicle.
Are you speaking?
Yeah, you talking to me? Yes or no?
Sorry?
Okay. Wow.
Dad?
Okay, shit. Is that what you want? Well, I got you with the Charleston they had. That's that.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, leg killer.
Keep going, keep going. All right, he hasn't told me to stop. Okay.
Do you like the dance?
Yeah, I do the finger waggles with it.
There you go. Yeah.
Fire, Chief, fire.
Do you like that dance?
All the ghosts are clapping right now.
Nothing too concrete here to confirm anything paranormal, but there was still one more test to undergo. The biggest. Like, this is the big guns of the facility. So, the people in charge were explaining to us that going into the solitary confinement cell, going into the back left corner, every single person who has done that while completely alone has had an encounter with a negative entity known as the Crawler. They report that it crawls all over them and it's horrifying. They said like some people would like run out screaming, and anyone, no matter what, no matter how skeptical, always, when they did this, reported the Crawler. So, it was my turn. Did I meet the Crawler? Well, let's find out.
All right, Charlie, we're putting you in lockup, big guy. We pulled out all the stops.
All right.
He's not getting out of there.
All right, have fun with the Crawler.
All right.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
We'll be outside. You got 15 minutes starting now. That's just part of this whole thing.
That's what happens when you don't fake shit.
I don't really know what to talk about. Can hit you with some dances, I guess. In the modern era, this is called shuffling. This is the body wave. Could take a shit in a bucket. That'd be kind of cool content for the boys, I suppose. But I don't really want to do that.
What do you think he's doing right now?
He's dancing 100%.
Shuffle right now.
I think he's teaching a ghost how to Dougie at the moment. Probably as we speak.
I also invent my own dance moves. Like, they're bad on purpose. So like, this is the where's my hug at? And you can transition from this into the crab. This is probably the creepiest footage of the whole video right now. Looking like an SCP out here. Krusty Krab's pizza is the pizza, yeah, for you and me. I said to talk some shit, but I don't even know what I'd really say to you in general. It's just one of those things. Hey. Hey guys.
Did anything happen?
What was your crazy experience?
Tell us about it.
It was just me kind of dancing. And I treated it like a little podcast, kinda.
Hell yeah.
Did it crawl all over?
No. This blinked a couple times, and that was about it.
There you go. Another person convinced and converted. Tune in next week when we bring someone else on.
Are you a believer?
How could I not be after all this? I mean, this was something special.
I did not meet the Crawler. But if I did, if the Crawler actually did latch himself onto me like some kind of cursed spirit, you bet your sweet bippy I would absolutely showcase that in some content or something. I really want a paranormal experience to happen. But they are not. And I believe it's because they're not real. But I'm on this journey now to see definitively if I can find any substantial evidence to point to the contrary, that spirits and ghosts are real. So, this is just another investigation. Turned up nothing big, but it was a banger video. So thanks to the boys for inviting me along for the ghost hunt, and I'm excited for the next one. I'll go ahead and drop you a little sizzler. Well, not a sizzler. I'm going to go ahead and drop you a little teaser here. Our next ghost hunt is going to be with Queso. So Queso's going to be joining us for a haunted overnight investigation pretty soon, and we are fucking excited for it. It'll be on the other channel, but I will of course talk about it here as well, kind of breaking down everything. It's very fun. Even though nothing has happened on either investigation, the content has been really great. So yeah, anyway, that's about it. So yeah.